After months of leaks and then being revealed in Unpacked, we finally have the Samsung S25 Ultra in my hot little hands. In this video, we are going to do a quick unboxing and then take you through my first impressions of this brand new phone. So let's get going. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Rafi, and if you're new here, I am a doctor who also makes content about tech, travel, tips and tricks. So if you are interested in leading your best nerd life, this is probably the channel for you. So let's get to the unboxing. Like most other smartphones in the last few years, the unboxing experience is fairly minimalist. As you can see, it includes the charger, the SIM ejector tool, and some paperwork. But other than that, it's a fairly minimalist sort of experience. So here it is. So firstly, straight out of the box, the silhouette is obviously very different to the more boxier S24 Ultra. The S25 has these flatter sides as compared to the more rounded S24. I have to say, the feel in hand, this actually feels thicker, even though this is actually lighter. The curve size on the previous generation does feel more slippery now as compared to the newer ones, and I feel like I have a better grip on this one. Around the back, we have basically got the same camera layout, except this time the rings around the camera are black as compared to the silver tones. This is the titanium jet black colorway, which I am a very big fan of. Now, I personally never had any issues with the sharp corners digging into my palms, so it's as comfortable as before. It wasn't a big issue for me. Screens on Samsung phones have always been exceptional, and this is no different. The bezels are ever so slightly narrower, leading to a slightly increased screen size. The one thing I do like about this jet black colorway is that the bezels and the frame of the phone blends together. As compared to the other colors, I find this black bezel with the black frame to be less distracting than where there is the silver or the titanium next to the black bezel. I'm currently testing out the cameras, and I'll let you know about what I think in a future video. Now let's talk about the software. That's one of the biggest changes. So the S25 Ultra comes with One UI 7 out of the box. And that actually feels like far more of a change than I expected. It really feels much fresher than you would expect. Everything is just that tad bit more colorful and vibrant. And not that the S24 was slow in any way, but this just feels even faster and smoother. And it's noticeable from the very first moment you turn it on. The startup screen has more color. One UI 7 is meant to be coming to the S24 Ultra, so you don't absolutely need the latest phone to experience this. As compared to previous generations, the S25 Ultra now feels like it belongs to the rest of the S25 range. They all have a very similar design aesthetic, and it doesn't feel like the Ultra is the odd one out in any way, shape, or form. The other thing to note is that out of the box, S25 series is Qi 2 compatible. Whilst it doesn't have magnets built in to the phone itself, you can use a compatible case and turn it into a Qi 2 or MagSafe compatible phone. So far in my testing, it hasn't actually interfered with the S Pen. I'm currently testing out the camera and other features of the phone, and I'll have my full review for you in the future. For now, that's a first look at the S25 Ultra. If you have any specific questions you'd like me to look into for this phone, please leave a comment below. And if you want to check out my previous reviews of other Samsung products, click over here. I'll see you in the next video.